Gut-feeler friend, if you feel like your hormones are messed up and you don't know what to do anymore, how to balance your hormones, then this video is for you. Now, hormones, they are so tiny. So if, for example, this flower here would be a magnesium molecule, you would not be able to see the hormone, for example, adrenaline, in comparison. You would not able to see it with your eyes. That's how tiny hormones are. But don't be fooled, because hormones are like atomic bombs. This is how I describe it to my clients. When you look at an atomic bomb isn't big in comparison to the impact it can have on the entire planet. And it's exactly the same with hormones. That's why it's so critical to not mess with your hormones. When it comes to hormones, gut feeler, it's exactly the same. You wouldn't store an atomic bomb under your bed in your house, right? But people take hormones artificially produced or from other species all day long and think like, oh, I'm just going to need to balance my hormones, right? So I take those pills. If it's an emergency case, just to be clear, right? If somebody has an anaphylactic shock because they're allergic to a bee sting and they are about to die because they can't breathe, adrenaline shot, perfect solution. Thank you, Western medicine. But that's about it. Now, here's the thing that no doctor tells you. You don't have to balance your hormones. That's not your job. No offense, but our mental brain, our capacity, what we know, we are not able to balance anything in the body because it's so highly complex. Now you might be saying, yeah, Peggy, what's this video about then? What are the 4 ways to balance my hormones if I'm not balancing them? Well, the thing you're gonna do, your job, if your hormones are messed up and you feel like, oh my God, I need help, is to get out of the way. What we do right now here together is we're making it easy for your body to do its job. So now let's talk about the 4 ways that get in the way of your body naturally balancing its hormones itself. Number 4, often talked about on this channel, but still not talked enough: emotional, mental, physical stress. When your body is in alarm mode, it's in a fight and flight mode, that's an emergency state, right? What does the body do? What's the hormone the body secretes? You probably know that already. Number 1 stress hormone is cortisol. I like to compare cortisol with a credit card company. Why? Because you get all the benefits up front. Benefits, for example, increases the sugar in your bloodstream so you can run faster from the tiger that attacks you. It enhances the ability of your brain to use the glucose that it has, the sugar that it has, and it also increases the repair of tissue, for example, muscle tissue. That sounds all great, right? All the benefits. That's before there comes the time when you have to pay back all the interest to the credit card company, aka cortisol. One of the things, for example, that is not often talked about when it comes to cortisol and stress release is that there is a correlation found between the increase of cortisol and the increase of insulin, which is a hormone that's secreted by your pancreas to help regulate your blood sugar levels. Meaning that stress in the first place has a cascadic effect, not just on cortisol, but on insulin, for example, which later then, if your insulin is depleted, your pancreas is overworked, can lead to diabetes. But also, ladies, estrogen. If you're a woman like me and you're chronically stressed, then your estrogen levels are likely to be suppressed. They are likely too low, which leads to irregular menstrual cycle or PMS or both. Also to things like anxiety, to mood swings, to having low energy. So you see, all of those things, they are really connected. Now, what's the solution? Because I'm here all about, what can we do? 1, 2, 3, tell me what to do, Peggy. Solution. The best thing to do to regulate stress is it's that simple, to breathe. You can actually dictate the state, how you feel, through your breath. Yeah, you can deactivate the sympathicus nervous system, which is all about fight and flight and anxiety and cortisol release, and activate by breathing slower and more regular, what we talked about with the box breathing in the last video. Activate the parasympathicus, which is all about relaxation, digestion, hormone production, and stress release. So let's take a deep breath in right now, you and me. Hold for a moment. Breathe out. And hold. And continue breathing at your own time. Number 3 is resting and sleeping, and not getting enough rest and sleeping at the wrong times. Now, you might have heard me talk about this, but there's something called the sacred healing window. Medical medium called it like that, and that's from 10 p.m. wherever you are to 2 a.m. In this time, your body has the biggest capacity to heal itself and to balance itself. That's why it's called the sacred healing window, and you need this time to be in the dark with your eyes closed so your body can do the job. One of the essential hormones that's also called the light of the night is melatonin, which is secreted from your pineal gland in the night if you are using the sacred healing window from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And melatonin has an impact on everything, literally, on aging, on your reproductive organs, on your mood. So if you're dealing with anxiety, also your thyroid health, this is like a master hormone, melatonin. So what's the solution for this one is to train your body. You can do that. Maybe right now you can't sleep at 10 because you're just going to bed at 2 a.m. But you can train your body to go to bed at the same time. And best thing to do is to turn off your mobile phones and all of the technical things that irritate you, and bright lights as well, at least 2 hours before you go to bed. Your pineal gland can already start with the secretion of melatonin and getting your body into the slow down state. Second one, this might be a little bit esoteric for some of you, maybe not, but I tell you, if you dial this in and you don't think I'm crazy, then balancing your hormones is never going to be easier. And that's the problem, is that we are so disconnected from nature. So the disconnection from nature is point number 2, why your hormones are messed up. Now, gut feeler, this is not your fault. I'm not saying like, you show your nothing like that. One of the things that impacts us so much and we are not aware of is the depletion of our electromagnetic field through Wi-Fi, through electricity all around, wires all around the house, right? Mobile phones, the microwaves, the list just goes on and on. It's all right? It's all like that. It's all wavy, and it all has an impact on our hormonal system, because hormones, they are so close to light molecules, right? They are so fine and so sensitive, they react to everything. So the solution for that one, surprise, is getting out in nature. Not just once per week on a sunny Sunday. Oh, I have now half an hour time. Let's get just for a walk. No, every day, my friend. Every day you got to get out there if you're serious about balancing your hormones. Best thing would be take the shoes off, get somewhere where there's not much civilization. If possible, hug some trees, because what they will do is it will stabilize your electromagnetic field. We are not yet able to see that with our physical eyes, but there are enough alternative studies now that show how the electromagnetic field is impacted when we are in nature, how it's restoring itself, right? And as I said, hormones, electromagnetic field is 100% connected. By the way, before we come to part number 1, this is my hormonal balance called Esmeralda. Love and cuddling is also really important if you want to balance your hormones. But that part aside, coming to number 1, this is what I call your body's very own heroin. Yes, you heard me right, heroin. Do you know which is the most addictive drug that your body produces itself? No, it's not heroin. That you can get most addicted to. Think about coffee in the morning. I need my coffee in the morning. Think about the cigarette after lunch, extreme sports. Think about nervousness, think about this. What is that? If you don't get the jitters, if you don't get your morning coffee, what's the most addictive substance that your body produces? Yes, it's a hormone, obviously. Adrenaline. Adrenaline is magic, right? If you get the adrenaline rush, you have energy, you feel less pain because it also numbs pain. The mood goes up, and then what comes next? Boof. The withdrawal symptoms. Another credit card payment, and the interest that you pay back is vast. It messes up all of your hormones. It messes up your hormonal cycle as a woman. It depletes minerals, vitamins from your body, taxes your adrenals, taxes your liver. Like the list just goes on and on. Now, don't get me wrong. We are talking here about excess adrenaline. All of the hormones that your body produces have a sense, right? They are useful. The problem with adrenaline in combination with cortisol and our increased stress levels is it's just too much. And the solution for that one is obviously reduce the coffee, reduce those stimulants, anything that taxes your adrenals, right? That's coffee, chocolate. I know I love chocolate too. Energizer drinks, stress obviously, but also think about digital stress, digital stimulants. What I recommend to clients and what I also did myself is having digital detox Sundays, where I literally don't touch any digital devices, right? No telephone, no computer, no television, nothing. And if you're really serious about that, you can also add the 2 hours no telephone, no electronic devices before you go to sleep. That will help you so much with sleeping better and with balancing your hormones. And if anxiety is one of the symptoms you're dealing with, I recommend you to watch this video now, where I help you to overcome anxiety in a natural way, and you learn everything you need to feel more calm and reduce the adrenaline, reduce the cortisol, reduce this hormonal stress that you have in your body. So watch this video right now.